I mean, so do you, so I assume though, you love having huge boobs.
I do. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So then what would be your favorite thing about having huge boobs?
I like the weight of them.
Really?
Like just when I'm moving and I can kind of feel them up against me or something like that. It's just like, they're big and they're soft and they're just kind of there. It's just kind of comforting or something. I don't know.
You're really interesting.
Yeah.
I
Like
think
they're not like they're heavy, but like I support them well with the bra and everything. And it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just
yeah. Well, yeah.
part of me and I like them.
Sure. But
Good for my confidence and everything too, right? Like I think I've always had like low confidence and being like chesty since forever, right? Has helped with that.
yeah. Well, and again, yeah, because they are very, I mean, I assume you get more, hopefully you get more people that like them and appreciate them than people that try to deride them or you because of them.
Yeah, no, people seem to appreciate them.
Like when I'm curious when I mean, granted, considering where you live in Canada, just in Canada in general, I don't think you get a lot of time to be more revealing because it's probably so cold there. Typically, I mean,
No, it's nice in the summer.
Okay,
yeah.
But like, because when you go, like, would you go out in something like that, or would you be a little more covered than what you're wearing right now, like on a summer day?
No, I've got dresses that show just as much cleavage, if not more, that I'm comfortable wearing. Yeah.
Okay. So, and like when you're walking around, you don't get a lot of like ugly looks or.
Some of them I don't notice. I'll be honest. Usually when I'm out, I'm shopping, I'm like on a mission, I'm doing something. But like, yeah, I've noticed like, I think I was out at the keg or something a while back, and I was just waiting for my table or something, and these dudes walked by, and then they like kind of took another gander back, and then they're like all high-fiving each other and stuff. I'm like, what? I mean, that was kind of hilarious. Like, actually noticed that one, but I don't notice like people glaring or anything like that, which is good.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey,
yeah.
big boob, huge boobs make people happy. Yeah,
they should. I think most people like boobs, right?
Yeah. You see them,
even women who are like, I consider myself straight, but I still appreciate a nice pair of boobs. I'm like, I can, I see the aesthetics of it, and I'm like,
sure,
yeah, awesome, right?
Well, and I'm curious. So, do you have like other busty women talking to you, hitting you up, like trying to? Like, I mean, I don't know if they're on Twitch or not, but because it seems to me, and I've said this before on the show, whereas it seems like if you have really large breasts, that you're kind of in this like unspoken sorority with each other. That you're all like, if you were walking somewhere and you saw another woman with really, really large boobs, you'd look at each other and just be like, yeah, hey, yeah, we know. And then just maybe keep walking. like a secret handshake.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking, I'm like thinking of the women I know like on Twitch and Twitter and everything like that. I'm like, yeah, I think maybe there is something to that. Like, I don't think I'm trying to like self-select or anything, but I do have a lot of like friendships and everything with really busty ladies. So yeah, maybe there's something there.
Have some tried to reach out to be like, hey, let's collab. Let's make content together.
No,
okay.
Not so much. But I think also like I am pretty upfront about being straight and everything too. So I think maybe they're respectful. They don't want to push or something.
So there's no wiggle room with that. Like you wouldn't even. I mean, maybe you would be in like if the two of you were doing stuff that was not sexual, like not super sexual, like you're just maybe jumping up and down or something. Something that was
something like that would be pretty fun. Part of it is I don't know how obvious that is, but I consider myself to be like kind of introverted. So putting myself out there, meeting up with people and everything is, it's nerve wracking. Like even doing this podcast, even though I've been on Twitch for years and stuff, like part of me is still like a little nervous doing this. Right. And
you're being fantastic. So
I appreciate that.
I do.
Guest. Thank you.
So,
but like actually meeting up with somebody who I'm like, oh, I kind of know, but like, how's this going to go? I think because like that logical part of my brain and everything, I like having things kind of laid out and knowing exactly what to expect. And so there's just a lot of extra variables when you throw more people in there, and it's intimidating.
So I'm curious then, I don't know what your dating life has been or what your history has been, but have you always kind of been with people, with men that love huge boobs?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, not to say, people might think that's a silly question, but I've met couples and I've met people that they're not so, they like the person, and they, or, you know, for instance, they got with the person before they had huge boobs. So,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like, you know, maybe they were into huge boobs, you know, and so, like, or they just might not, that might not be their favorite thing about you, or their favorite body part about you.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it makes sense that would be the case. But every now and then, you know, sometimes, I don't know. Have you ever, like, when you would date, would you have a type? Like, kind of, you know, whether it was looks, personality, stuff like that. Would you, I mean, whether it was conscious or not?
I tend to pick guys who personality is a big part of it. So I find someone who is a bit nerdy and everything like myself is a big draw because it's somebody I want to spend more time with and like get to know, and then, you know, and then maybe have some fun with afterwards. Right.
Yeah.
And like with physical types and everything, like usually they're like either the dad bod type or like just a skinnier type of dude or something like that. Right. Like, it just seems to be the type I've kind of fallen in with, I guess.
Okay. But they all love the boobs. That's
and maybe that's just because, you know, I'm looking for someone who's nerdy or geeky or whatever, and they're looking at the boobs, and then we just kind of go from there, right? I don't know.